19-year-old George Russell offers glimpse of Britain and number 039's Formula One future after Lewis Hamilton. Lewis Hamilton was rightly acknowledged as the driver of the Brazilian Grand Prix on Sunday, but November 10, 2017 may yet came to be remembered as much for an event that occurred on Friday morning. That was when a 19-year-old teenager called George Russell made his official F1 debut driving a Force India during the first practice session. Russell, from Kings Lynn, won the GP3 championship this year, 2 steps from F1, and is a Mercedes junior driver. He is good-looking, articulate, professional and savvy, but not so blasé about life that he won't admit to feeling the odd thrill when he takes a step back to appreciate how lucky he is to hang out watching MotoGP races with an F1 legend such as Niki Lauda, Mercedes non-executive chairman. F1 2018 Grid 30 show all F1 2018 Grid 130 Mercedes Getty 230 confirmed. Lewis Hamilton Getty 330 confirmed, Valtteri Bottas Getty 430 Ferrari Getty 530 confirmed, Sebastian Vettel Getty 630 confirmed, Kimi Räikkönen Getty 730 Red Bull Getty 830 confirmed, Daniel Ricciardo Getty 930 confirmed, Max Verstappen Getty 1030 Force India Getty 1130 confirmed, Sergio Perez Getty 1230 confirmed, Esteban Ocon Getty 1330 Williams Getty 1430 confirmed, Lance Stroll Getty 1530 in contention, Daniel Kvyat Robert Kubica Paul di Resta to Getty 1630 Toro Rosso Getty 1730 in contention, Brendan Hartley Getty 1830 in contention, Pierre Gasly Getty 1930 Renault Getty 2030 confirmed, Nico Hülkenberg Getty 2130 confirmed, Carlos Sainz Getty 2230 Haas Getty 2330 confirmed, Kevin Magnussen Getty 2430 confirmed, Romain Grosjean Getty 2530 McLaren Getty 2630 confirmed, Fernando Alonso Getty 2730 confirmed, Stoffel van Dorn Getty 2830 Sauber Getty 2930 in contention, Charles Leclerc Getty 3030 in contention, Antonio Giovinazzi Marcus Ericsson Pascal Wehrle in Getty. However you slice it, Russell got the job done in Interlagos. He'd never seen the circuit before apart from in a simulator, and he wasn't familiar with the Force India VJM10. But you wouldn't have known any of that from his performance on Friday morning. In Sergio Perez's car, against the continuingly impressive Esteban Ocon, a fellow Mercedes junior driver, he looked completely comfortable. No locked wheels or big sideways twitches. Just smooth progress. After the usual bit of aerodynamic testing, he got down to work on a set of soft compound Pirellis. As Ocon lapped in 1 meter 11,045s, Russell worked down to 12.340s in 3 laps. On the faster super soft tires Ocon posted 1 meter 10.454s for 9th, as Russell used a similar set for 1 meter 11,047s. It was, by any standard, an impressive performance. Was he surprised, or satisfied? "I didn't know what to expect," he admitted. "I hadn't seen the circuit or the car before, and this was a big step up, so I'd say I was quite satisfied with my performance." Read more. Vettel wins in Brazil as Hamilton's charge ends in fourth. We started off doing the usual aero running, then they gave me 3 push laps on a set of soft tires. On the super softs your quickest lap comes on the first or the second here, so I only really had 4 proper laps overall. So I thought that a gap of 6 tenths was quite respectable. He indulges in typical British understatement, this young racer. He says he lost the time to Ocon in the 2 high-speed corners. I left a margin because I was still learning the track and the car, he explained. Interlagos has a lot of undulations and blind corners, so it was a little difficult to get my rhythm. But I learned a lot, and there were a lot of positives. To be honest, there weren't any real negatives. I came into the session naturally wanting to do a good job, but I had excuses, I suppose, the not knowing the track or the car. But I'm not a driver who looks for excuses. He will drive again for the team in Abu Dhabi, a track he knows well, and in a car in which he has now done 12 laps. He believes he will go quicker still there. The 19-year-old won the GP3 championship last year, Getty. He says that he didn't really feel any pressure this weekend. I don't see it like that. I knew what the car could do. I'd watched videos of the Force India in action and I'd seen the telemetry. You hit 330 km/h heading into turn 1, and brake in 65 meters. I knew that was possible, so I just had to get that into my psyche. In the GP3 car it would probably have been 270 km/h and 100 meters, but in the F1 you just have to do it, and not brake until you get to 65 meters. You have to brake when you are 35 meters later and going 50 km/h faster, and he did that each lap, without making any mistakes. Again, the word impressive sprang to mind. Mercedes chief Toto Wolff certainly thought so. New car and new circuit and within a few tenths of Esteban, he said. That was a really strong first showing. Meanwhile, fellow rising Briton Lando Norris, this year's European F3 champion, has announced that he will graduate to Formula 2 in Abu Dhabi in readiness for his racing campaign in 2018. A McLaren young driver who will conduct an official McLaren tire test here today, Monday, prior to the Macau F3 GP next weekend, and is due to race alongside Fernando Alonso in the Daytona 24 Hours next January. The 18-year-old from Bristol starred in the F1 test after the Hungarian Grand Prix when he set the second fastest time to Sebastian Vettel. Lando Norris will compete in Formula 2 next year, Getty. Having won the FIA Formula 3 European Championship at my first attempt this year, I will either step up to Formula 2 or Super Formula in 2018 towards my goal of one-day racing in Formula 1, he said. To get the opportunity to contest the last 2 races of this year's F2 season is therefore a bonus whichever category I ultimately chose. It'll be the first time I've ever competed in a race that includes a compulsory pit stop, and so this will also be a new experience for me. I'll be signing off from F3 this weekend, and it would be great to go back to Macau and win. It would be an awesome end to what's already been an amazing year. But it'll be tough, as in addition to the high-class field and the nature of the uncompromising track, I'm missing practice, which isn't ideal. But Macau is a race I really want to go back and do with the Carlin guys, even with that disadvantage. While Hamilton continues to reach his peak and to be the standard setter, with his 4th World Championship just won, the young lions who may replace eventually him as Britain's leading representatives have begun to stake convincing claims to seats alongside him in the sport's highest echelon. More about George Russell Lewis Hamilton Brazilian Grand Prix.